All right, let me go ahead and enter a ruling. I don't understand why you would even try to want DNA testing today, Ms. Lita. That's completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Makes no sense. The only thing is you do not want to pay child support. That's really what it boils down to. You don't want to pay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another child support case in the great state of Texas. Mom and dad used to live together. Mom decided to kick daddy out. Daddy left and took the child with him. Dad raised the child up until the child is now 14 years old with no problem. Mom is now being put on child support and decided to ask for a DNA test because, according to her, she don't believe that the child's father is her biological father.
You want everything your way and nothing another way. That makes no sense. That's not in your child's best interest. If you had doubts about DNA, you wouldn't have signed the paper 14 years ago. If you had further doubts after that, you could have done DNA tests over the last 14 years. It's not in the child's best interest to do DNA at this point. Mr. Abrego is taking care of this child. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand it. I don't know if you think this is comical or what, but this is about your child and what's in your child's best interest. It's not in your child's best interest to do that. It's in your best interest to not have to pay child support. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm denying your request for DNA testing. You should have done that many years ago, and that way your child could know if Mr. Abrego wasn't the father, then your child could know who the real father is, if that's the case. But you chose not to. You signed the paper knowingly. The paper says you signed the paper saying that you admitted that Mr. Abrego was the father, that you did not want DNA testing, and that you knew that this was a legal finding in the court order that in that paper that he was the father. If you did have doubts, then you didn't have to sign the paper. Nobody twisted your arm and made you sign the paper. You signed it. You told Mr. Abrego he was the father. Y'all lived together. I can see on there that y'all lived at the same address. And you chose to have him to be the father. He's taking care of this child. There's no reason for that ridiculous argument. It makes no sense. So I don't want you to ever hear that ever again. I hope you're not trying to tell your child that ever at all either, because that's completely ridiculous. Makes no sense. I'm finding that you're basically only wanting that to not pay child support. Your child support is going to be $610 a month that you're paying to Mr. Abrego. Medical support is going to be $250 a month. Nobody owes anything up from the past. Mr. Abrego's not asking for any money from you. You're not getting any money from him. That's ridiculous that you would even try to mention that, since he's the one taking care of your child. So nobody owes anybody anything as of today. Beginning December 1st, your child support will be due and owing, and you'll be paying child support, Miss Lita.